5, man. No, I lied. We're not live in 5. We're live now. What is up, Internet? I'm here with Bear Hill, Chad Finnerty, and Austin Higdon. Chad, how are you doing, brother?
I'm good. Excited about this card.
Heck yeah, man. Announcer, fighter, commentary. You do a little bit of all of it, man. Tell us about that.
Yes, sir. Ever since you got me started about 8 years ago, I did the fight scene for a while, lucked into getting to do some announcing. Now I announce pretty good for about 4 or 5 promotions nonstop.
And you do it for and you do it for Outer High School as well, right?
Yes, sir. I'm the voice of Eider for Friday Night Football, and I do the basketball intros for basketball season.
Way to make that play, man. I think that's super awesome. I think that's really cool the way you did that, and it's cool to have you on. Bear Hill is a bare knuckle fighting championship athlete, an undefeated BKFC athlete, by the way, coming off a big win over Chattanooga's own big sexy Billy Swanson. Bear, how you doing, man?
Doing great, buddy. It's really excited about the card. Really excited to commentate for you for this card as well.
I appreciate that, man. I'm excited. Tell us about that win. Tell us what that felt like.
I felt good. I was a little nervous going into the fight. Billy's been around for a long time. He's fought for PFL. He's fought for Bellator, but it was good, exciting to get a win off him, and I'm looking forward to getting to the next one.
Yes, sir. That's that good stuff. And next, I don't think Jesus and God play favorites. But if he had a favorite preaching fighter, it would probably be. If he had a favorite pastor fighter, it'd probably be Austin Higdon. Austin, how are you, brother?
Well, I'm good, man. Just happy to be here. How are you, brother?
Good, man. Doing good, man. Hey, do me a favor. Tell everybody, like, that maybe ends up seeing this, that Jesus loves them.
Oh, man, he does. He loves you more than you could ever imagine, dude. He thought you were to die for.
Amen, amen. That's the wifey, the baby mama. How's that new baby doing?
She's doing good, dude. She's chilling. She's gone the world to sleep right now.
That's
Melissa's
beautiful,
giving a
man.
thumbs up.
Hi, tell her hello. Almost everybody knows Austin Higdon had him a good career. I don't know what his plans are moving forward, but he's preaching now. Are you a youth preacher?
Yeah, I'm a youth pastor at the
Youth pastor?
Military School.
Yes, sir. So he'll choke you, he'll head kick you, and then he'll preach to you. It's the good stuff.
That's right. Come on.
There you go. Well, man, we're going to get into it. The first couple we got a jiu-jitsu match. It just kind of fell into our hands today. We got Joseph Kidd making the trip up with Travis Whittle from Kentucky. He's taking on Jamil Jones. This is a jiu-jitsu match. Chad, we'll start with you. Who do you got, Joseph Kidd or Jamil Jones?
I don't really know either one of them, but
Jamil Jones out of Rocket City.
I'll take Jamil Jones because I know how those
I believe.
boys are.
Yes, sir. What about you, Bear?
You know, I don't really know a whole lot about either guy, to be honest with you. But I'm going to have to go Jamil, just going based off what I do know.
Yes, sir. What about you, Austin?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of in the same boat. I know Rocket City trains a bunch of killers. I'm gonna go Jamil Jones.
I like it. He's been begging me to get a jiu-jitsu match on the card. I think he's looking to perform. But I know Joseph Kidd like a nasty shredded cat. And I know coming up with Travis, he trains with Charles Philpott and all them. He'll be ready. Up next we got, it'll be good. Up next we got, and that's going to be an intermission. Up next we got Justin Bain versus Jake McClung. They're going to put the armor on, man. They're going to sling some swords at each other, some axes at each other. I wore the armor. They came by my gym. They trained a little bit. It's totally different what we do. But he asked me if I would put the helmet on, and I was like, yeah, man, I'll throw the helmet on. I ain't scared of you, boy. And I threw the helmet on, and he punched me in my head really, really hard with a metal glove. And I was like, nah, man, this is not it at all. I'm scared of you now. Don't touch me. But I'm pretty sure that they're teammates. They train at the same place, Iron Swan. I don't want to get that wrong. But I'm pretty sure they're teammates. They're just going to throw the metal on and kind of show everybody what's up. I know y'all probably don't know him, but Chad, take a pick. Justin Bain or Jake McClung?
I'm going with Justin Bain to get a medieval knockout.
All right. What about you, Bear?
I'm going to have to go with the Jake fella just to have a different opinion. I don't know anything about either one of those guys, but there's got to be some diversity in here a little bit.
Yes, sir. What about you, Austin?
Oh, man, I'm going to go Jake McClung. I don't know him really all that well, but I do know he's from the Eider area. I think he used to go to church with us when I was a kid a little bit. I'm going to go Jake McClung, man.
He's a cool dude, man. I like them both. I like Jake. I like Justin. They're going to hit each other really hard. Like right now, they're doing it. They spar and train all the time, and they've got like a horse fence put together, and they're like teammates, but they just put on armor that somebody welded together, and they literally crack the fire out of each other. It's actually pretty wild to see. I'm excited to watch.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be crazy. That'll be our second intermission. We'll put that near the tail end, give the people something new to see. I think that'd be cool. And Jake's actually wanting to get him promoting on his own. He's wanting to start doing his own iron combat thing and start a promotion that way. I think he's doing a great job. And if he doesn't want to do it alone, he should holler at Sam and let me put some spin on it. But we're gonna start the MMA card now. I think Jake will do a good job though. The reason I think Jake will do such a good job is when I talk to him, you can tell he's passionate about it. I know I talk too much. It seems like sometimes I get a little too wanting my hands on the wheel and a little antsy about stuff. It's because I'm passionate about it. We're not doing this because we want $1 million. If you're a regional promoter, you're probably not doing it because you want $1 million. You're probably doing it because you love the sport. I think Jake really, really does love iron. I think it's armored combat. I think he really enjoys that, and I think it'd be very cool. If he gets into it and starts promoting his own shows, I think you'll see probably the next big thing in Alabama. After that, we're going to start the MMA card. We got out of SBG Atlanta, we've got Mike Meeson taking on Jamar Fields out of 10th Planet Birmingham. Who do you got, Chad?
Where did you say Meeson was from?
Mike Meeson's out of SBG Atlanta, and it is Jamar Fields' debut. I apologize.
I'm going to go with Meeson with SBG.
Yes, sir. What about you, Bear?
I'm gonna have to take Fields on that. Those 10th Planet guys are pretty good these days.
Yes, sir. What about you, Austin?
Man, I think I'm gonna take Mike Meeson out of SBG Atlanta. I've got a hold of a couple of them boys down there doing some grappling and stuff. They're pretty legit.
I apologize. I was wrong on the name. It's SBG Athens. I apologize. Thank you, Cody Sheldon. My apologies.
Gotcha.
My apologies. My apologies. I got that fixed. Give me 1 second. My apologies. And I'll have to extra make that up later when y'all hear how hear how those guys saved me this week. Bang, bang, bang. All right. SBG Athens. They're like, man, you couldn't take no notes in school. How are you doing it now? Austin, who did you take?
I took Mike Meeson.
I got you. That was a clean sweep. Nope, not a clean sweep for me. So, Bear, you took who did you take, Bear? You took Fields. I apologize. I got you. All right. Up next, we got John Simones. But I didn't get a gym name for him. I wasn't able to get him on the phone. We got John Simones versus Bryce Jasinski out of Dalton MMA. It's Bryce's debut. He's been putting some time in with us. He's training under David Lewis now. Chad, who do you got?
Oh, I'm going with Bryce. Getting to train with him, his wrestling is sick. And with it being debut with no ground and pound, I think Bryce is going to be able to take him down, control the fight however he wants to, and probably grind out a decision.
He feels scary, man. I didn't lift weights. I lift weights now, son. I hit 255 today, Bear. Deal with it, son. I hit 255. I hit 255. But the reason I started lifting weights was Bryce came up to our place, and I'm walking around like 225, 230. And he grabbed me, and I was like, oh, no. Like, he feels like a man. He feels terrifying. So I started lifting weights like right after that just to be like, hey, don't touch me again. Bear, who you got?
I'm gonna have to take John on this one.
I like it.
He's out of Rocky City MMA, and they're putting some work out there these days.
Yes, sir. I'm excited to watch it. I know that's going to be a wild fight while it goes. Austin, what about you?
Man, I'm kind of torn here, but I think I'm gonna go with Bryce. I know Simonis is coming from Rocket City. Them boys down there are some striking fools, but I think if Bryce takes him down and controls him, I think that's going to be the ticket in this one.
Yes, sir. Up next, we've got out of SBG Athens, Creek Tullis taking on Caleb Johnstone at a cage fit. Who you got, Chad?
Well, I'm going with Johnstone with the cage fit. Every one of their guys seem very polished and ready for everything every time they get in there. So I'll go with the cage fit.
I like it. What about you, Bear?
I'm going based off records. Caleb's got a better record now at 1-0. Creek's at 0-1. So I'm going to have to take Caleb.
Yes, sir. What about you, Austin?
I'm going to be the outlier, man. I'm going to go with Creek. Just because I don't know, man. I know what it's like to start out 0-1, come out really, really want that first win. I think Creek comes out training, putting a good camp in at SPG. I think he comes out and puts it on him, man.
Yes, sir. Cody just told me John is at Rocket City. That was the only two I didn't have, and I apologize again to SPG Athens. That was my mistake. Austin, tell me one more time who you picked, so I make sure I got it. You took Creek.
I took Creek, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Awesome, beautiful. Up next out of Rocket City, we got Javante Trowell taking on Rafael Mungia. He's training out of BKJJ in Henniger, Alabama, and PMAC in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Chad, who you got?
All right, so before we get into any of these, they are all, a handful of these guys are my teammates, former teammates, whatever you want to call them. I haven't been training since my last fight. But I will say this. Is it going to be novice
good eye.
rules? Is it novice rules, or are they going to be just straight amateurs?
Good eye. Javante and Rafael is a kickboxing match.
Kickboxing.
Yes, sir.
Kickboxing, I'll go with Javante on that. Rafael's a dog, and if he could get to the ground, I think he would be in good shape. But with it being kickboxing, I think Javante gets a decision.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What about you, Bear?
I'm glad you said it was kickboxing, so I'm going to have to go with a different pick than I originally had. It's going to be a Javante.
Yes, sir. What about you, Austin?
Man, I don't know. Knowing that it's kickboxing, I know the caliber of coach, the man that Rafael has. I know very well from personal experience. Jeff Powell is simply, just in my opinion and opinion of many others, the best in the business as far as a kickboxing coach. With that being said, if Rafael's been putting in the work, man, I really think he's got all the tools in the bag to put Javante away.
You said, no, tell me one more time who you picked.
Rafael.
All right. Okay. That's a good fight, though. I know it is.
Yeah.
I got a funny story. I can't tell you now. I'll put it in the group chat later. It's super, super inappropriate. Javante, if he's watching, if he sees this later, he'll know what I'm talking about. Him and Jacob Harrell got into it at a show one time. It's the craziest argument I've ever seen in my life. If you've ever heard me tell the story, it's insane, but crazy. Up next, we've got an independent fighter, Jameson Rinaldi, taking on Alex Batista out of Backyard Kickboxing and Jiu-Jitsu in Henniger. Chad, who you got?
I'm going with Alex on this one. I've trained with him. I've struck with him. I've wrestled with him. He's able to stop a lot of my takedowns. And then if he gets mean, he is scary. That's gonna be my telltale of this fight. Is if Rafael flips it, or not Rafael, if Alex flips that switch and comes out to fight, I'm going with Alex.
I like it. What about you, Bear?
I'm going to have to go Alex as well on that one. I didn't find much about either one of the guys, but just judging based off what I've seen so far, definitely Alex.
Yes, sir. What about you, Austin?
I'm gonna go Alex here, man. I've grabbed a hold of that young man, and he's a handful from day one. He's always, day one in the gym when we were in Henniger, when I was training in Henniger, he was a handful then. Now he's had all this time under his belt. I'm gonna go Alex. The boy's got some pop, and he's a pretty good wrestler as well. So I'm gonna go Alex here.
Clean sweep. Real quick, we didn't ever come up on anything for what we would do for whoever got the most picks right. What did y'all think? Did y'all want to do anything with that? You want to get tarred and feathered? You want to get plastered? You could get plastered. We could do you don't have to. I know I'm on the outside, but the thing is, I would be willing to do it with the loser just for fun, for the heck of it, because it's a good time. But what you could do is you could throw 4 or 5 eggs on a person and then throw a ton of flour in their face, and they would look like a, I'm open to doing it. I'll take a shower after. It's nothing, but that's really up to y'all. But that's at least. What do y'all think?
You know what that would do to Bear's pretty beard? Jeez.
Nothing.
It'll wash out.
It's not gonna.
Dude.
Oh no, Cody went trash bag with it. Cody said loser shaves their beard. Cody, no way.
No way. No,
you
God
don't want
no.
to see us without a beard again.
We're all ugly as mess. I know I'm ugly anyway, and it's like my beard hides my double chin, so leave me alone. No way. No how.
The beard is the makeup of the man.
But that's all we got. That's all we got, man. The next one to me is actually pretty cool. I think the next one's cool. We haven't really said too much about it yet. We haven't had a chance to. But these two guys are both amateurs, and it's a kickboxing match. But they're going to do the kickboxing match in MMA gloves. What we had to do was they've signed a contract. They're both going to give me $100. They're going to give me their money. I'm not paying them nothing. They're amateurs. They're giving me their money. They're going to both hand me 100. If either one of them shoots a takedown or holds the clinch for any extended period of time that is not kickboxing allowed, the other person gets that money. It has to remain kickboxing rules. It's up to them to enforce themselves. It's a gentleman's agreement, and that's the way it's going to play out. So it'll be a kickboxing match in MMA rules, in MMA gloves, not Muay Thai, kickboxing, MMA gloves. On one end, we've got Isaiah Lynn out of Freedom Muay Thai taking on Chance Vicente out of PMAC and Scrapyard MMA. Chad, who you got?
So I've got to be cage side and watch both of these guys fight at different promotions. Chance is just a scary, scary fella. He throws every shot with the intent to kill. I'm going to go with Chance.
I haven't got to see him fight before. I'm excited about it. I think I saw him win the belt last. Bear, what about you?
I'm going to take a chance on this one. I haven't seen a lot of these guys, but on the fights I have seen, I definitely think chances going to take it.
Yes, sir. What about you, Austin?
I'm gonna be with them on this one. I've got Chance here. He boy slang son. He's throwing, but he's a sharpshooter, man. I like it. He's tough. He's gritty. Comes from an excellent background. I've got Chance.
Well, tell Chance if he wants some really, really good rounds, like some really good sparring rounds, tell him to come up to Henniger, ask for Stan McAlpin, and then go right back to where he came from and stay away from me. And I think he'll get some. I think he'll get some great rounds this way. Clean sweep for Chance Vicente. Up next, we've got out of Go for Broke MMA, Colby Carnes taking on Cole Wells out of Backyard Kickboxing and Jiu-Jitsu. Flashy kid is Cole. I haven't got to see a lot out of Colby, but I know they've been on cards together. They've kind of spent that locker room time together. I wonder if that's going to affect it at all. In my opinion, I'm just curious. Chad, who you got?
Have you ever made a pick and hoped that you're wrong?
Oh, yeah.
I love Cole. Trained with Cole. Cole is spot on what he wants to be. But we've had that conversation that he's got that dog in him. But to flip that switch and to get him to come out and be mean, sometimes he has it, sometimes he doesn't. If he comes out with it and coming out to kill, he's going to get the win. I'm going to go with Colby on the sake of just the not knowing what's going to come out of Cole, but I hope I'm wrong.
I think that was well said, brother. What about you, Bear? You got to spar with Cole a long time ago. You got to spar with Cole a long time ago. You and Blair came up. Y'all beated me up. I don't know why y'all had to be that way, but yeah, it was a crazy day for me, but thanks. It was a good day for everybody else. Go ahead, Bear. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Watching Cole fight before and training with him a few times, I'm going to definitely have to take Cole on it.
Yes, sir. What about you, Austin?
Man, I've seen them both fight. I've trained with Cole. I think if Cole comes in and like Chad was talking about, I think if Cole flips the switch, I think he gets it done, man. I'm going with Cole.
I like it. I understand. Boom. Up next, we've got Southwest out of the Southwest Mixed Martial Arts Center. We've got Neil Powell taking on out of 10th Planet Birmingham and Decatur, Jacob Perez. Now, some people might think that Neil's record is a little backwards, and it is, man. He's and this is just me talking to you about the fight. He's had a couple of fights that didn't go his way. I know he's coming off of a 5-round title fight that he didn't win on the 5 rounds, but I know he's fought Matt the Steamroller Bravola, who's in the UFC right now. I know he fought Brock Weaver. I know he fought a mess of people that's in the UFC. For a little while before the athletic commissions were around, Neil was fighting everybody. There was no one looking out for him, no one trying to make those matchups look good. So while that matchup on paper may look a little rough, and look favorable to Jacob, I'm not saying it's not because Jacob's a stud. I'm just trying to make sure I put out a little bit extra so people know a little bit of it in the sense that if Jacob does beat Neil, that's a big deal. When you look at all the names on Neil's record, on people that he took to decision, that's a big win. I watched him fight Brock Weaver in Warrior, Alabama on an Indian reservation. Now, granted, Neil lost a decision to Brock, but this stuck out to me. I was like 16 years old. I watched Brock run cage side. Brock Weaver run cage side right during their fight. It's at the end of the round. He ran cage side and laid on his belly like this, talking to his corners, just nothing. It was just the craziest thing I ever seen. Him and Neil ended up being good buddies after that. Brock was super respectful, but I did want to put that out there. I think that's a big win for Jacob. I think that's one of the bigger wins that Jacob gets if he gets it. That being said, Chad, who do you got?
I'm going with the nostalgia. I've known Neil a long time. Got to wrap his hands, got to corner him a little bit. I'm going with Neil to get the upset win.
I like it. What about you, Bear?
Yeah, I'm really good buddies with Neil, and this is one of the picks I'm going to do where I hope I'm wrong. I'm going to have to go Jacob, but at the same time, I'm kind of hope I'm wrong about it.
I understand. What about you, Austin?
Man, I'm kind of torn here just due to the fact of how much experience Neil has. Had a pretty cool moment with Neil back in a locker room when I was debuting against Jose Evans in 2019. I was in the back warming up with Jeff Powell and was throwing little combinations and threw a head kick. And Neil turned and looked at me and he was like, "Oh, big man can get a leg up there." And I was like, "Yeah, we're working on it. It ain't much, but it's honest work." Really cool, cool interaction. I say all that, man, and it kind of hurts me to say, but I think I'm going to go with the young buck here. I'm going to go with Jacob. I've seen him fight. The kid's scrappy. The dude is tough as nails, and I think he finds a way to get it done.
Yes, sir. I understand. Up next, we got independent fighter Mark Squires taking on Ryan Suggs. Similar records there. Both guys looking really needing to win. I know that for sure. Ryan Suggs is fighting out of backyard kickboxing and jiu-jitsu. Again, Mark Squires is independent. Who you got, Chad?
So this is going to be the opposite of the Cole pick. Ryan, because I had the same similar. Sometimes he comes out ready to kill. Sometimes he comes out and he's just going through the motions. The difference is getting to train with Ryan. I've seen that dog a whole lot more this fight camp in the last 6 to 8 months than I ever have with Ryan in the past. So I think Ryan comes out hungry as can be and gets the win.
Yes, sir. What about you, Bear?
I don't know much about both cats, but going based off cage experience, who's had most fights, I'm going to have to go Mark.
Okay. What about you, Austin?
Man, I think if Ryan can use his range, I think Ryan's got it, man. Ryan's a tall, lanky guy. I think if he uses his range and fights smart, I think Ryan's getting it.
Oh, Skeletor looking dude. Just had that baby. I know Mark Squires cracks. I know Ryan Suggs is all bone. I think while that thing lasts, it's gonna look kind of crazy. I don't see either one of them putting on a bad performance. I think we're lucky to have that fight on the card. Up next, out of Cobra BJJ, we have Tim Walker taking on Colin Wilson out of Cage Fit. Chad, who you got?
I've seen Colin fight. He's nasty. I'm going with Colin.
Yes, sir. What about you, Bear?
I'm definitely going to have to go with Colin on this one for sure.
He's got like all the belts right now except for one, yeah. For Impact, he's got like every belt.
Yeah, he just. And
then he has other belts too.
Yeah, and I think he lost the decision to Damian Douglas. Is that who his last fight was?
I think so. Yeah, but I mean, then he's got the 70 belt, he's got the 205 belt.
Yeah, he's bounced all their weights. Yeah.
That's crazy. He beat the number one guy for the 205 belt, yeah? Number one guy in the state at 205. Yeah, Johnny Carter. Yeah, I remember that. That's insane. Damian Douglas is good. No shame on that one. Bouncing around all them weight classes, man, you're going to have some stuff happen. Colin Wilson's a stud. I know that. I got to shake his hand, got to meet him. I was like, man, you're a pretty big dude. How you making all these weights? Austin, who you got?
What did you say this weight was going to be? What fight? Or what
weight? It is. Oof, good. Oh, man, you would put me on there. Hey, Mom, do me a favor. Tell me the weight on Colin Wilson and Tim Walker right quick. I'm pretty sure that it's 185, but I don't want to lie. Give me 1 second. He's talking to his mom on the podcast. No, that's my wife, and I love her so much that I call her Mama. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Shane Mills, coach over at Cage Fit, one of the best coaches in the state, probably one of the best coaches in the country. Thank you very much, Coach Mills. It's at 185, Austin. It's at 185.
I got you. Man, I'm going to go Tim Walker right here. I watched Colin fight Damian Douglas for Impact. And I know that was at 170, I believe, and that's a big cut if he's fighting at 205 as well. But I just didn't see the gas tank, man. By the end of the second round, Colin was huffing pretty bad. And it's not even a knock on Colin, man. That's a big weight cut if you're cutting from, fighting at 205 too. But I'm gonna go Tim Walker. I just don't think Colin's got the gas, man.
That's awesome. I understand. I've got it down. I gave you Tim Walker. I thought we was going to get a sweep there. We did not. I'm excited about that fight. I know that. That was supposed to happen once before in Huntsville. Things happened. Things fell through. We were lucky enough to get that matchup. I'm very excited to have both guys on. I think that's a high-level fight. Up next is the main card. And first, we've got Jamie Vasquez out of the Academy Jiu-Jitsu taking on Mardrell Kirby out of Rocket City MMA. Chad, who you got?
I'm going with Mardrell. I've seen him fight several times. I've seen him kickbox. He's nasty. He's got a good gas tank. I think Mardrell with the win.
Yes, sir. What about you, Bear?
I've trained with Mardrell off and on for like 4 years now. He's got the best gas tank I've ever seen, some of the better hands I've ever seen in the sport. So I'm definitely going to have to take Mardrell.
Yes, sir. What about you, Austin?
I'm going to go Mardrell, man. I've been around him a little bit. I've seen him fight once or twice. I really like the way the guy does. I like the way the guy works. I'm going to go Mardrell.
Yes, sir. I got you down. I will say this about Jamie. They got a clean sweep there, but I think that's a better fight than we want to let on. Jamie went how many rounds with Justin Jamar? 2, 3. I don't remember how long that fight went. But I know Jamie Vasquez. He also fought a buddy of mine, Brandon Williamson. I know Jamie Vasquez is not afraid to bleed, man. He don't care. He sees his blood. He's like, no, I still got time. I can win. I know that's going to be a heck of a fight. Me and Mardrell, man, we're super cordial. When we see each other, shake each other's hands, say hello. I like that guy too. I think that's a really good fight on the card. I'm very much looking forward to watching it. Up next, out of Lake Jiu-Jitsu, we've got Travis Little making the trip up from Kentucky, looking for a fight to fight Tyler Langford out of Claymore Fighting and Fitness. Chad, who you got?
I'm going with Tyler. I know both of these guys. I've watched both of them fight, but Tyler I feel like it's coming up to his time to shine. He's had a little bit of ups and downs. But I think Tyler's coming to shine. He's always done great on the AFC cards. So I'm just going to go with Tyler on this one.
Something about the Alabama cards, man. I don't know what it is. What you got, Bear?
Tyler's going to have me for say this, but I'm going to have to go Travis. Me and Tyler are good buddies. I hope I'm wrong about this bit, but Tyler has an inability to finish sometimes. And let it go to the decision is the big issue. And when you leave it up to judges, and I'm scared this will happen on this one, you never know what's going to happen.
Hey, man. What about you, Austin?
I'm kind of in the same boat Bear is here. I've seen Tyler fight several times, and he's always an exciting fighter, and he's always willing to trade. But I just haven't seen him, he's had people hurt. I haven't really seen him put on the gas, put his foot on the gas to finish people. I'm going to go Travis here. I think Travis gets a finish. It's going to be a hard-fought, hard-earned finish, but I think Travis wins this one.
I'll tell y'all what's funny to me is that I'm sitting cage side and so are y'all, and they're going to come to me and say, thank you for the opportunity. Thank you so much for having me. We like you, brother. You're a cool cat, brother. You're good. You come to the barbecue, and they're going to come to you and say, what about them picks, boy? They're going to lose that. They're going to be mad at y'all. They're going to be mad at y'all. Not me.
I mean, no
all
disrespect.
of us have done that to somebody in the past. I know I have. I've been with you, Sam, when you have.
Hey, Greg Hopkins deserved every single bit of that. He deserved every bit of that grief. He called me before. Greg called me before, and he said, hey, Sam, I don't want you to be mad at me. I was fighting Honey Badger. He said, hey, man, I don't want you to be mad at me. Now I'm going to toot my horn a little. Me and Justin Jamar both fought that guy, and I beat the Honey Badger quicker than Justin Jamar did. The fact that Justin Jamar would dog walk me in the parking lot of the Walmart is irrelevant. Okay, I got to win a little faster. You're a little faster. Okay, but so Greg calls me and says, "Hey man, I just want you to know I don't want you to be mad at me, but I'm going to not pick you to win." I was like, "You piece of garbage! You change your pick. Change it now, but it's not happened yet." He said, "I can't take it. I can't do it." I said, "Greg, you got to change it. We're buddies." He said, "I just can't." Part of me, and then so I won pretty quick. I was real mad. I was get out here. Rah! I was losing it. And then I got to finish by armbar of all things that I would ever get a finish by. And I went and let Greg know about it, man. I let him know exactly what I thought about him. Very, very poor picks. And, yeah, man, but I can't really blame him either. Greg's a cool guy. Now, have y'all heard anything about Dylan Booker and Andrew Sturdivant?
No.
Oh, so, bad news, right? Bad news first. We lost Andrew Sturdivant and Dylan Booker, I think yesterday. We lost it, right? And I had a few people tell me I might lose that matchup. I hate that. I really love that matchup. I could preach about that matchup until I'm blue in the face, but sometimes people are just not ready to fight. And if you're coming to an AFC show, no one gets booked easy. Whether you're the cream of the crop, whether you're UFC bound, whether you're Bangkok certified, whether you're a random street brawler, man, if you fight on the AFC card, you're going to get to fight somebody that is tough for you. And if you're not ready to fight, man, like tooth and nail for what tooth and nail is to you, then you can't. It's going to be hard, man, making a trip because we're going to preach about it. We're going to do the whole nine. So Andrew Sturdivant fell off the card. Stud of an athlete. We hope to see him back in the future. And stepping in on 2.5 weeks' notice is Ronald Bick, straight dog out of SBG Athens, stepping up on 2.5 weeks' notice, taking on Dylan Booker, another dog out of 10th Planet Decatur. Chad, who you got?
2.5 weeks is just a short amount of time to prepare for an opponent at this caliber. I'm going to stay with Dylan Booker.
What about you, Bear?
I'm definitely gonna have to take Dylan Booker. I've had a chance to train with that guy before. He's an animal. So Dylan, he's only 1-0, but he's technically undefeated. I know what kind of work he puts in, so I'm definitely going Dylan.
Awesome. What about you, Austin?
Oh man, I'm gonna go Dylan. I've watched the dude fight. The dude cracks, man, and he's not scared to trade. The dude's an animal. I've got Dylan on this one.
That's a clean sweep Booker's way on the pick. But, man, win, lose, draw, Ronald Bick's a dog, man. 2.5 weeks, ready to roll. He got me his blood work. He got me his paperwork. He got me his whole nine, man. So for me to sit here and pretend like he's not ready to fight would be a disservice to him and his team. He's got a great coach in Rory Singer who's been incredibly respectful to me over the years. And I know he trains his guys hard. I know Ronald Bick's coming in for blood, and I know Dylan Booker is too. And I'm very, very excited. If he didn't think he could win, he wouldn't take the fight. You know, sometimes we're putting our hands in the cookie jar a little bit, so to speak. Sometimes we see what we can get, and I'm very, very excited to watch. I'm not a guy that want to fight Dylan Booker, and I'm comfortable saying I'm not going to fight Ronald Bick either. Wouldn't do it. No, thank you. Go spar somebody else. Leave me alone. Up next, we got our co-main event. We got a Bellator veteran, 2 belts in one night. One of the founding fathers of the sport in the state, man. He's on the Mount Rushmore. There's no way around it. He's putting too much time in. Sky Moisterchik taking on Sky Moisterchik out of MMA Masterminds, taking on Cody Shelton out of Rocket City MMA and Alliance Jiu-Jitsu. Chad, who you got?
This one on paper should be a tough one, but for me,
You cut out.
can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. On paper, this one should be a tough one, but for me, I was with Cody, got to corner Cody when he lost to Cole. I know the sting that Cody has in his eagerness to get back on the winning track. I know the training he's been putting in. I'm going with Cody Shelton on this one.
Yes, sir. What about you, Bear?
Like what Finnerty said, on paper, it goes one way, but I know what kind of work Cody's been putting in for this fight. I know how hungry he's been, so I'm definitely going Cody.
What about you, Austin?
Man, I'm sitting here looking at it. I've got it pulled up on the computer, and the more I look at it, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know Sky Moisterchik. Like I've seen videos, but I've not been around him. I know Cody's got a mean double leg and a mean overhand. I think after this last loss, I think from what I'm hearing and what I've seen from his socials and stuff, I think Cody's pretty hungry for this. I think he's going to find a way to get it done.
Yes, sir. That's the co-main event. That's for the 155-pound pro title. That's the one title. The AFC title is the one belt that Cody's not been able to get in the South. He's been to a ton of shows, won tons of belts. The AFC title is one he's been missing. He really wants that. Sky Moisterchik, man, he's a dog. He's fought all over. He's fought on cruise ships. He's fought on islands. He's fought 2 times in one night, probably more than that. He also choked out. So he choked out my cousin, Matt Jones, who is now a police officer at Fort Payne Police Department. The word is that maybe Matt Jones is going to walk out with him. We'll see kind of how that goes. So I think he's going to have a good time when he comes up here. I think that's going to be really good for him. Up next, the main event, man, we got Ethan Hughes, Bellator TV. Super good fighter, amazing competitor, ready to make the trip up, taking on Tristan Vines at a Cage Fit. I think they're calling him TV time. Right now. TV, Tristan Vines, I think they are. I might be wrong, but that's what they're saying. Chad, who you got?
I got a funny story on Treston. AFC I, Treston and Blair. We're sitting at weigh-ins, so this is more of a funny story on Shane Mills. We're standing there, and Shane Mills turns around, has no idea who I am, and he's like, "Who in the world would put 2 debut fighters on the card after Treston Vines and Blair Hill?" And I'm just sitting there because I was one of them, and I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "One of these must be a hometown boy that sold a bunch of tickets." And I was like, "Well, I did." He goes, "Oh, didn't realize it was you." So I created a friendship kind of right there with Shane, kind of talked to him, got to know him, got to know a lot of his fighters, which in turn, I got to watch Treston. I followed his career. Treston is a very, very, very sick man. I'm going with Treston on this one.
Yes, sir. What about you, Bear?
I'm definitely going to have to take Treston on this one. For me, it's kind of cut and dry on my pick. Treston is definitely, to me, is going to take this fight.
Yes, sir. What about you, Austin?
Man, I have no doubts in my mind. I had my mind made up when I seen the matchup, and it's not even a knock towards Ethan Hughes. I'm going with Treston Vines right here. The dude is a savage. I watched him fight Ian Stevens in Chattanooga a few years ago, about 2 years ago, and Ian is a freaking monster, dude. And he's a mountain of a man. He's a phenomenal wrestler, and I watched Treston pretty much pick him apart on the feet, and then really just decided he wanted to beat Ian at his own game. It kind of gave me not saying the skill is there, but the mentality of like the John Jones, I'm going to beat you wherever I want to beat you, or I'm going to beat you at your own game. That's kind of the vibe I got from Treston. So I'm going Treston right here. I think Treston gets him. I think he wins.
I like the picks. A clean sweep for Treston. Real quick, I owe an apology to SPG Athens. I apologize. I read Atlanta when I started writing stuff down. SPG Athens has a bunch of dogs, man. Roy's been incredibly helpful to me. Ronald Vick stepping up on short notice like he's doing to take on a monster, and Dylan Booker is what Dana White likes to see. He likes seeing people that ain't afraid to fight people. If you're the guy, you'll beat the guy. It's usually that simple. A couple of things I forgot to mention: Tim Walker and Colin Wilson's for the 185 title. Isaiah Lynn and Chance Vicente in their small gloves kickboxing matches for a title. Scott Moisicek and Cody Shelton are fighting for the 155 pro title. Ethan Hughes and Treston Vines are fighting for the 185 pro title. I think we've got a bunch of people on this card that can be on TV. I really believe that. I'll give y'all my picks now. I'm not ashamed of it. It's what it is. I promote the show. I'll do it. My picks is best fight card the state's ever seen, because that's what we do in the AFC. We're very, very passionate about what we do. We have athletes that are passionate about what they do. We have coaches that are passionate about what they do. We have athletes that are passionate about what they do. We put on great shows. We really, really do. We take a lot of pride in our work. This was a picks panel for me. It was a fun thing to do. I do apologize for mix-ups. I will get better at that in the future. It's the first one I've ever done. Shout out to Tim Lloyd. He's one of the first guys that started those that I've seen do it, and I think that's something that I want to say I learned from him. And the goal is to always get better. I think it's going to be the greatest show the state's ever seen, but I think every AFC show is the greatest show the state's ever seen. And that's not to knock anybody else, man. They're supposed to say their shows are the greatest. That's our job. Chad, if I'm selling a car, hey, I got a bad car. You want to buy that car? No, I have a beautiful car. It's shiny, man. It looks nice. I just greased the wheels, man. We got a lot of people looking forward to TV time. We got a lot of guys that are going to do a whole bunch of things and win a whole bunch of belts. I'm very, very, very excited to watch the show. Chad, I will start with you. If you want to hook a brother up and sell the card to people, I'd appreciate it. Give shout outs to your family, your friends, your teammates, anything that you want to do, feel free to go ahead.
Absolutely. I love being a part of the AFC. As I told you before, I started with you. I'm ending with you. Got to be on a part of the card since AFC I. This is a killer card. Top to bottom, looks like a good matchup every night or every fight. Best announcer in the South, in my opinion. You got Jake Harris coming. That's my predecessor. That's who I follow. I will say, I think you're going to have the best commentary crew, and that could be up for debate. I will say, you will have the largest commentary crew probably in the history of the state of Alabama.
The biggest. And what you're not going to say is the worst. You better not say it. No, you say we the best, man. That's what it is.
Right. And I will say this. When you made the announcement for who was going to be on the commentary, you said a barbarian, a freak, and a preacher walk into wherever. And what's going to be funny is I'm not 100% sure what Austin's going to wear, but I know what Bear's going to wear, how he's going to look. If you've ever seen me at a show when I'm not fighting, you know I'm bringing the flash and flare. So you're going to have me blinged out. You're going to have Bear looking like a Viking that's going to murder somebody. And then we got a preacher sitting next to us.
Somebody's got to get the last. Somebody's got to give the last routes, man. It's a wild time. I'm sorry. That was out. Bear, same thing to you, man. If you want to get sell the show a little bit, and then if you want to give shout outs to teammates, sponsors, anything like that, please feel free to go ahead.
Also, I'm just super excited about your card. You have put together an amazing card. It's going to be a super exciting night. I can't wait. It's going to be packed from the first fight to the last fight. And there's just not going to be any dull moments. There's going to be complete action throughout the whole thing. And if you miss the show, I feel bad for you.
Let's go. Same to you, Austin, man. Sell that show a little bit. Give shout outs to anybody you think that you feel deserves that. You know what I mean? Go ahead. And I know I put y'all on the spot with that, and I apologize. Just want to give you opportunity.
No sweat, man. I'll tell you right now. I started my MMA career fighting for the AFC. I fought in some rowdy crowds, man. I fought in Rainsville a couple times. Got to fight in Athens, Alabama. Had a pretty good night there in Athens. Man, I'm telling you right now, there's no crowd like an AFC crowd. But on top of that, there's no crowd like a Rainsville, Alabama crowd. Man, there's not a lot that goes on in Rainsville. We've got the Agribusiness Center that will that'll have a rodeo from time to time, and but other than that, there's nothing big happening here. So when the AFC kind of stepped away for a little while, I'm a little bummed out. You know what I'm saying? And I know there's a lot of people in Rainsville that don't have any ties to fighters. They don't watch it anywhere. But the fact that something is in Rainsville, something's happening, it's going to be big. It's going to be loud. Coliseum is phenomenal. Like you mentioned earlier, everybody that's involved in this promotion is passionate, man. And it's just something to see God do, see him bring it back. I'm so fired up. So many good fights. Get to announce with a couple of daggum killers, you know what I'm saying? Just to be involved in this group, I'm the least of these, and that is okay. You know what I'm saying? These guys
Yes,
are
sir.
savages. They've been around the game a really long time. I'm just honored to be a part, you know? I appreciate you letting me have this part.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate y'all so much. If it ever seems like I'm not trying to be pro about stuff, I swear that's not the case. I lost my hair last time I was doing shows. You know, it really does mean the world to me, man. It really does. I know a lot of y'all are taking time. It's not like you're doing it for millions of dollars. A lot of y'all are taking time out of your day, to help me out and help the AFC out and help grow the sport. And I really appreciate you, Chad. I appreciate you, Bear. I appreciate you, Austin. I appreciate you, man. I'm gonna let y'all hop off so I can thank sponsors and stuff. I really am appreciative. You know, I really am. I really do appreciate the time and all the athletes and the coaches and everybody that's going to make the event everything that it can be. And without God, it doesn't happen. It was my fault. Everything kind of got going, and it's been amazing riding the wave of seeing it all come back, man. We went from no cage. The cage was sold. The box truck was sold. The gloves was sold. Everything was sold, man. I'm sitting on $600 worth of gloves. I got a $25,000 cage in my granny's building. Man, it's going to be the craziest, most beautiful thing y'all ever seen. And alpaca fur belts, man. What else can we do? Y'all need the cheetah print too? Y'all have a good night, guys. Hey, I appreciate you guys, man. I love y'all so much. Thank you, okay?
Love you,
See you
boys.
guys. Be safe. I'll see y'all soon. Man, 3 people, skin in the game, long in the tooth. I see. Long in the tooth, man. Vouching for the show, vouching for the voice. Undeserved my way, man. All God. Again, my apologies to SPG athletes. No disrespect intended. I'm not that guy. I should have wrote down. I should have took a little more time writing things down. I apologize for missing the belts. It's a picks panel. It was meant to be fun, a good time with me and a couple of the commentators, and there was never, ever any disrespect intended. I'm very, very appreciative to everybody, and I can't wait to see you guys bring what you bring to the table on Yeah, August 30th in Rainsville, Alabama. I got to thank our partners, man. We got to thank our sponsors. Without Shaw Painting, Barnett Construction, The Willow Tree in Henniger, Twilly Tree Service, Williams Fence, His Place, Twin City Used Cars, Washed and Ready, Rainsville Police Department. The show wouldn't be possible, man. Shaw Painting painted the cage, made it look brand new. It looks like a $25,000 cage. Y'all are going to love this thing. It's beautiful. Barnett Construction, they sponsored the show. They gave me the money and said, hey, let's make this happen. Let's go. Let's put this money down. They did that. Good friends of mine, Mama and Daddy, I call them sometimes. They're amazing. Uh, Willow Tree and Hennigan, long-time sponsors of the show. Corey and Kendra Caldwell, sorry, didn't mean to blind you. Corey and Kendra Caldwell have sponsored the show for years in the past. I'm happy and lucky and blessed that I'm going to get to really show what we can do with all of this, really show what a show can look like when I'm living better and I have this kind of people behind me. I'm very excited. Twilly Tree Service gave me money to go buy the cage. They gave me money. They said, hey, you go get you an AFC cage, brother. Make it look good. It's amazing. His place, they set up everything. They set up the chairs, the tables, the cage, the whole nine. They work that event from bell to bell. Twin City Used Cars, a new sponsor, man. But go get you a car. Best deals come from Bobby. We all know this. Washed and Ready, man. They're putting the word out. They're helping me so much with my finances and helping me kind of learn the ins and outs of what I'm supposed to do to make these things tick. Without Washed and Ready, it's not possible. Rainsville Police Department. No police, man. No police. No show. We got to have them to keep the people safe. I live in Rainsville. I think we got one of the best police departments in the area. I'm lucky to live where I live. Special thanks, Tina Collins, who did some welding on the cage. Byron Haynes, who did some welding on the cage. Beautiful welding, man. Tina and Byron. That thing looks beautiful. I'm telling you, when y'all see it, I'm like, man, Sam, how much money did you spend? I'm like, God spent a lot. God spent a lot of money. He put a lot of time into it, man. I'm just here. I'm just a mouthpiece. I'm just here to tell you about it. Marcus Spurlock did a lot of woodwork on that cage to get it nice and tight. Tyson Allen has helped me put all the padding on it and stuff. He's been such an amazing help. My wife, getting people licensed, getting corners licensed, getting fighters licensed, getting blood work, getting everything done. Oh my gosh, such a relief, such a relief. She puts up with me every day. She knows how passionate I am about fighting. And I just would be lost without that lady. I do not deserve her. And again, I'm going to give her flowers. Somebody has to. I'm going to be that guy. Again, we got to thank the Cal Farmers Co-op, Chicken Tree, the Fire Plug, Santa Fe Steakhouse in Fort Payne, Mountain Amusements and Rentals, Heritage Farms, Swim Ready Pool Services, Vet Ticks, free tickets for veterans, man. Not bragging on us giving free tickets to veterans. I think it's great that we have the opportunity to get to do it. Vet Ticks makes that possible, makes it easy. They verify everything. They make sure it's real veterans getting the tickets. No one trying to do some stolen valor, which we don't rock with. Without Vet Ticks, that doesn't get done. I think we got to do something like 50 tickets this time for veterans and their family, which is a blessing. We always want to do more. We always want to do more. So hit Vet Ticks up. They do tons of free events for veterans. They've got free tickets everywhere. Look those guys up if you're a veteran. We appreciate your service. Without you, we don't have the opportunity to do what we do and put these events together. We got to thank Alabama National Guard, Safe Solutions Plus over in Rainsville, Alabama. Don't deal with them bugs and them mice, man. Get rid of them. Rawson Pools, Hogan's Record Service. That's my uncle, man. Man works harder than anybody I know. The city of Rainsville for hosting us, for having us, for bringing us into their town. Scooters Sports Bar and Grill, which is the official after party of the AFC on August 30th. We'll see you after. I'm going to be there about an hour. We're going to get some pretty original Fight Night awards to some people, and I think you'll really enjoy that. Come out, enjoy the food. It's delicious. The drinks are cold. If you drink you a beer, have you a beer. I will have a non-alcoholic beverage because that's what I prefer. That's what I drink, and I'm going to be a good husband to my wife and kids. I've done plenty of drinking for my life. I'm done. I'm a year and a half sober today, roundabout today, and I'm going to keep it that way. That doesn't mean I can't come break bread with you and have a cold drink and appreciate you and tell you how much I appreciate the work you did making the show possible. Impact Mouth Guards. They gave a free mouth guard to Fight of the Night, Submission of the Night, and Knockout of the Night. We got Rick's Appliance. We got Fort Payne Jiu-Jitsu and Self-Defense. We got Cross Tire Center. And we got to thank Backyard Kickboxing and Jiu-Jitsu in Henniger, man. That's my place. That's a gym that I run. I help out over there. I have a bunch of people that help me out and make it possible. I'm super blessed to be around the sport. I wasn't going to get to be around the sport for a while. I wasn't allowed to be around it. God took it away from me, knowing how much it meant to me, and it was entirely my own doing. I'll give you some more of that story on the 30th. That way I can really, really talk to you and just tell you how much I missed all y'all and how much I appreciate you coming back once we got this thing kind of back on track. I know we can do a lot of big things with the sport if it's what God has planned. I know we've got a lot of athletes that can do big things with the sport. I know the sport can be amazingly huge in our state, and it takes people that are fans of the sport, people that are passionate about the sport, people that want to see the sport grow. I do, man. I know everything's not perfect. I know I'm rough around the edges. I know I'm excited often. I know I'm too much to handle sometimes, and might fly off the handle. I think I'm working on that, but it's never with ill intent. I'm very, very passionate about the sport. I always have been. When I first started AFC One, I had to call up Seth Burgett, and y'all can ask him. I had to call up Seth Burgett and apologize for making a fool of myself when I was 16, 17, 18 years old. He's been incredibly welcoming to me, been very nice to me, put in good word with me to a ton of people that carry much more weight than I'm able to in this sport. And I'm not ever going to be too big for my britches to apologize to people when need be and shake someone's hand. I want to see the sport grow here. I want to see martial arts grow here. I want to be a part of it. I want to be around it. I love it. I love you people, man. August 30th, get your tickets. The ticket links at the bottom of the screen. The pay-per-view is at the bottom of the screen. I know in the past, one of the big problems we had was the pay-per-view. We have 100% got a great, amazing crew coming in to really, really take charge of that, put their hands on and make that event as great as it can be. Tommy Goggins out of Gadsden, Alabama is coming up and bringing the most beautiful lighting you've ever seen. Huge TVs, huge smoke screens. Y'all don't even know. You don't even know what we've got planned for the intro to the show. All you know is Credence Johnson Band's coming and they're playing. You don't know how this show starts. You don't know how this show starts. You've watched fights before. Yeah, you've seen some stuff. You've seen this. You've seen that. You've watched wrestling events. You've never seen spectacle like we're planning to bring to the table. Like if it all falls together the way it's supposed to, you have not seen spectacle like we're planning to bring to the table. I think we're going to have a really, really fun time. I think everyone will enjoy themselves and more than get their money's worth. More than get their money's worth. More than get their money's worth. I'm not going to put out 100 shows a year and constantly come to you and try to sell you tickets. I'm going to put out the very, very, very best events that I can that are humanly possible and God will allow me to do. And then, you know, if it turns into 1,000,000 events, we'll go from there. But for now, I just want to give you the very best bang for your buck that's humanly possible. I'll see you all on August 30th. Bring a friend, bring your mom, bring your dad, bring your girlfriend, bring your sister, bring your brother. Let's have some fun. See y'all. Be safe.